with another REVO review from this year's holiday set, this one in Red Velvet Cupcake. We are in the home stretch, there's only 3 to go, there's only 2 more after this one, so we're nearing the finish line, thank God, because in all honesty, I've actually been kind of let down with this year's set for the most part. There have been a couple good ones, but most of them just haven't really cut it for me this year, so anyway. Oh, this one opened nice and easy. Nothing weird on the coating of this one. Thank goodness. Anyway, so I feel like I should explain first that Red Velvet Cupcakes, it's basically a fancy word for a chocolate cupcake. Red Velvet Cake and Red Velvet Cupcakes, it's basically just heavily saturated red food dye in chocolate cake. I was surprised at how many other reviews on this one with people who just did not know what Red Velvet Cake or Red Velvet Cupcakes were, so I felt like I'd throw that out there for anyone who doesn't know. Yeah, it's just a fancy name for basically a chocolate cupcake with a lot of red food dye in it. So, with that said, on with the review. And also, ignore the fact that, yes, I am in a bathrobe because it is really freaking cold, and I am beyond the point of caring, so deal with it. Anyway, yeah, format-wise, it's a solid, like all REVOs, in a dome shape. Open this up so you guys can see. This one happens to be red, not surprisingly, being red velvet. But yeah, packaging-wise, it's just metallic red octagonal sphere. Pretty nice. It's not natural or organic, it is a synthetic, like all REVOs. It is limited edition and part of this year's holiday jewel set. It's the Christmas set for this year, 2015. So those watching this in the future, yeah, this is the 2015 set in case you're watching this like next winter. So there's no confusion. Yeah. So amount of product you get in this is 1/4 of an ounce. Shelf life on it, it's good till November of 2018. Price point depends on where you get it. Some places you might get as low as $2.50, $2.99. More commonly, you're going to see it for about $4 at Walgreens if you find it in store, not on sale. And if you buy it online, it's going to be a lot more than that. I'm sorry, it just is because everybody has jacked the prices this year, and it really sucks. So there's that. Sturdiness-wise, it's hard plastic. Not really too much to worry about there, but you do have to worry about scratching the metallic paint. Like I've said before, these are a good set to keep at home and have around just to look cute, not so much to throw in a bag, unless you're like taking it to work and it's gonna like live on your desk to look cute during the holiday season, then okay, that might be alright, but like daily commuting back and forth with it, I probably wouldn't do that because it would most likely get scratched up. This is not medicated, it has no SPF in it. Nothing really particularly special, it is just your standard, run-of-the-mill REVO lip balm. So, scent-wise, let's find out how it is. Oh, and this is another one that has little chunks missing out of the sides of it. That's disappointing. Okay, anyway, scent-wise. Ooh, that's pretty nice. That really does smell like a cupcake. Wow. This reminds me a lot of that one in the Valentine's Day set earlier this year that I reviewed. Actually, what was it? The pink frosted cupcake? This smells an awful lot like that, and I feel like I should probably do a comparison thing between these two because it's really that similar. It's like you can smell like the buttery, rich scent of a cupcake. I don't know so much about it specifically smelling chocolate or like a red velvet cake sort of smell. It just smells like standard yellow cupcake to me. But that's okay. They got the cupcake part down. That's closer than I figured they were gonna get it. I figured if anything it'd probably be like a really wonky, bad fake chocolate scent, if anything. Because a lot of people who've attempted red velvet cake or red velvet cupcake scents often go that route, and it's usually disappointing. That said, I do almost feel like you can pick up on a hint of very light, very subtle chocolate frosting in there, like the kind you get in a can, like, what is it, Duncan Hines brand? Smells like there's a little hint of that in there too, so that's pretty good. Let's try it on. Maybe it tastes as good as it smells. If it tastes as good as it smells, I'll have to restrain myself not to eat it. That smells so good. From what I said before about my last favorite one, I think this may have just topped it. Let's see. It does have a very sweet taste to it. I'm trying to decide if it tastes like cupcake or not, but possibly. It's really hard to discern what exactly that flavor is other than just really sweet, but I feel like that is a cupcakey flavor. I'm trying not to overdo it because I overdid it with the licking with the sugar plum one the other night, and that is why I didn't film anything yesterday, because the taste was still stuck in my mouth all day yesterday, and actually, to be completely frank with you, still is a little bit now, so I'm trying to not have a repeat of whatever weirdness went on with that. Only time I've had that happen with a REVO, for the record. But, oh yeah, this one's lovely. I like this. This is very nice. I like that. Consistency-wise, could be a little bit better, but it's not terrible. It is not terrible at all. It's definitely on the creamier side with feel, so that's always a good thing. It's kind of on the low side of medium in terms of thickness. It's kind of like borderline between thin to medium, so I do like that. It's not particularly slick compared to some REVOs and some other lip balms, but it is very, very nice feeling on your lips, though. It's not all that different from the sort of run-of-the-mill chapstick feel, actually, so it's about on par with that. It feels very moisturizing and very nice, like I've said it feels nice about 20 times now, but it does, though. This one does feel a little stickier than some of the REVOs in this particular collection have, but not like horribly so, but you can tell that there's a little tiny bit of tackiness in there, which, I mean, that's okay. It's to be expected. It is a lip balm, so most lip balms are going to have at least a little stickiness to them, so that's just being realistic. But yeah, I can't get over that total buttery cupcake scent and flavor going on there. They really nailed it on that. Wow. I mean, the only way that I think I would give this a higher rating is if I could smell a more distinct chocolate smell in there as well as the cupcake to really just hit it out of the park. But wow. Shine factor, not really. That's, yeah, even with the natural light, I'm not seeing much. It's sort of like a semi-matte finish on this one. It's not a shiny one, so depending how you feel about that, could be good, could be bad, but I mean, on the semi-matte ones, I feel like those are particularly good to use as a base underneath a lipstick or another colored lip product. So, whereas the shiny ones, stuff doesn't adhere to those, but the semi-matte ones, you have better luck with using as a moisturizer under a different lip product on top of it. So, that's always a good thing. So, wow. Really impressed with this one. Longevity-wise, I feel like this one probably isn't going to last horribly long. I mean, it already feels thinner than it did when I just first put it on, so, I mean, then again, I also keep looking at it, which is probably helping that along a little, but I think you could easily get a good hour's worth out of it before needing to reapply. I mean, you could reapply sooner than that if you wanted to, but actually needing to versus wanting to are two different things, you know? And, yeah, I think you could get at least that as long as you don't eat or drink anything. If you eat or drink something, all bets are off, who knows? But, yeah, But yeah, I really like this one. This almost totally makes up for how sucky a lot of the rest of this collection has been in my book. I'm very impressed with it, so good job on you, Revo. Good job. I really like this one. I like this so much. I'm gonna rate this a 9 out of 10, because it is almost flawless in my book. So, anyway, yeah, with that in mind, that's about all I have to say here, so till next time, if you like this video, click the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Leave comments down below. Until next time.